Hey everyone, it's Matt. The $200 per month raise for Social Security, SSI, and VA beneficiaries is the focus of this video. So let's get right into it. But hey, if you're new here or if you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below the video. Thank you. And very important, share this video with your friends, family, and social media so that everybody can see that everybody is getting additional assistance right now, except for the beneficiaries that I just listed. Again, thank you. I really do appreciate it. So what about the $200 per month raise for all of these beneficiaries that I was just talking about? Well, that's actually a really good question. So now I'm going to turn to President Biden for some answers on this question. President Biden, my name is Matt. I'm an advocate for all of the groups that I just listed. Last summer in 2020, when your original stimulus plan was introduced, many of us were very excited to see that you adopted a proposal from some of your colleagues, Chuck Schumer, Elizabeth Warren, and Ron Wyden from earlier in 2020, offering a $200 per month raise for Social Security, SSI, and VA beneficiaries through the end of 2021. Now, at the time, many of us were very excited to see this in your stimulus plan because we thought at the time, hey, if Joe Biden takes the presidency, he's going to implement this right away after the inauguration. We were very excited about this. Well, here we are 3 weeks after the inauguration, and unfortunately, we still have yet to hear a single word about this $200 per month raise for all of these beneficiaries. So, on the behalf of my community and everybody that I represent, we're reaching out to you to ask, can you please give us some clarification? Can we revisit this idea, and is this offer still on the table? Now, in my community, I see all of the desperate cries, the hundreds or even thousands of comments on my videos on a daily basis from people in these communities, in these groups that I've listed, desperately looking for additional assistance. Now, as all of us know, prices have gone up significantly out in the economy over the last 10 or so months, and they're still living on, unfortunately, a very low fixed income. With that being said, let's just take a couple minutes and talk about some of the other groups that are receiving billions, hundreds of billions of dollars of additional stimulus and financial assistance during this time. Now, let me preface this by saying I absolutely agree. These programs are very influential and very important to help people right now. But the point of this is to point out all of these other groups that are seeking and receiving assistance, while unfortunately the groups that I represent are missing out and receiving virtually nothing. So, group number one, small businesses. Hundreds of billions of dollars being allocated to small businesses through the PPP and EIDL grants. Number two, unemployment. Extension after extension after extension of unemployment benefits on the state level, plus the federal boost that everybody is receiving, first at a rate of $600, then at a rate of $300, which is currently still in effect, and next going into the raise of $400 going through the end of August, right? For millions upon millions of people receiving these benefits. Let's talk about students for a second. Students receiving the student loan forbearance through the end of September, which has already been going on for quite a while now. Also, we're looking at potentially $10,000 or even up to $50,000 of student loans being canceled. With that being said, let's look at families with children. Again, I just want to say, I'm not saying that any of these benefits are bad, but rather let's just point out all of the groups that are receiving thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars in benefits. Now, let's look at families with children. The child tax credit that is within the current stimulus package, offering potentially thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars for families with children. That's to come. Now let's next look at stimulus checks. Stimulus checks were distributed to millions upon millions, even hundreds of millions of Americans. This is great. It's been very influential to help out all of these people during this difficult time. However, unfortunately, the groups that I represent if they were lucky, they maybe got a stimulus check. Now, why do I say maybe? Well, because a large percentage of these people in the group that I represent are claimed as adult dependents. As all of us know, adult dependents were excluded from the first stimulus check, the second stimulus check, and once again, they will be excluded from the third stimulus check. Now, I get it. The third stimulus check does include adult dependents, but as all of us know, the stimulus check is not actually going to go to the dependent, but rather it's going to go to the person who claimed the dependent, therefore leaving out the people that I represent from receiving the next $1,400. So this is what brings us to the next point, which is all of these groups, all of these people, hundreds of millions of people receiving financial assistance and monthly stipends in some way during this difficult time. However, it leads me to my next point. Let's please remember a major segment of our population, the elderly, the disabled, and the low income, all of the people that I represent on my YouTube channel. So, as I said earlier, I see hundreds, if not thousands, of desperate cries down in the comments section, literally on a daily basis. People saying, hey, I'm drowning. I can barely keep my head above water, or I'm already under. I can't breathe anymore. I'm holding my breath and I'm running out of air. I see this on a daily basis. And I have people reaching out to me saying, hey, can we please get an update on the $200 per month raise for Social Security, SSI, and VA beneficiaries? It would help out all of these individuals, put a little bit of extra food on the table, pay their rent, keep the lights on, and maybe, if they're lucky, have a few bucks left over to put a couple of extra layers of clothes on their back. It's a critical time right now. So many people are getting additional benefits. So many people are getting additional assistance right now. But unfortunately, this massive segment of our population, the elderly, the disabled, and the low income, have received virtually nothing. As I said, maybe, if they're lucky, they got a stimulus check. But in most cases, they didn't even get that. And now, unfortunately, it looks like many of these people are going to be missing out on the next $1,400 stimulus check. So, on the behalf of myself and everybody that I represent here in my community, the hundreds of thousands of people that believe in me, as I am also a disabled person, I'm blind, so I know what it's like. It's not fun being the guy that's always overlooked. I've been there, done that. I don't like it. And all of these people that I represent are saying the same thing. You know what? We need assistance too. The whole situation that's going on right now is affecting everybody, not just certain groups of our population. So, what would it really cost us to send out an extra $200 to all of these beneficiaries through the end of 2021? Well, as of this recording, there's only 10 and a half months left of 2021. What would that really cost the government during this time when we're printing hundreds of billions of dollars on a monthly basis? I mean, realistically, what would it cost? Well, currently looking at this next stimulus package of $1.9 trillion, I mean, is it going to cost $1.9 trillion to send out $200 for the next 10 and a half months to all of my friends here, all of the most vulnerable and highest risk people of our community? Well, we should really remember these people and take them into consideration. You know, another thing too, I listen to you speak. All the time I listen to you speak. I think you have a lot of great messages. One of your main messages is bringing equity and uniting the country. I love the message. I think it's a great thing. Let's unite. With that being said, let's unite by helping out all of these people that I represent once again. Let's offer them the $200 per month raise for Social Security, SSI, and VA beneficiaries. Let's remember these people. You know what? If that's all we need to do is send them an additional $200 to take them from where they are, barely keeping their head above water, or maybe unfortunately underwater at this point, to bring them above water, to help them float the next 10 and a half months, you know what? It's going to be worth it. Hey, you've said it yourself. You know what? Let's deficit spend. You've said it. I've heard you say it. So, on the behalf of all the people that I represent here on my channel, again, we sincerely thank you for watching this video, taking this into consideration, and we look forward to an update on the $200 raise for all of these beneficiaries. Once again, on the behalf of everybody that I represent in the Social Security and low-income community, We appreciate your consideration, and we look forward to an update or even the additional $200 being announced very soon. Thank you so much for taking the time. And if you haven't done so, everybody, please make sure to share this video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for allowing me to be your advocate on a daily basis. I truly appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks, everybody.